Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple.
Today is my Friday update for my 50 items per day declutter for the month of January. This is week 4. Can you believe it? So 4 weeks of doing this so far. Still have 4 more days after this. The final thing will be on Tuesday during my Tiny Tidy Tuesday video. So I hope you will join me for that. But for today, I'm going to be showing you what I've gathered for week 4. But before we get into that, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been doing it along with me. There will be a playlist in the description box below so you can watch all the other videos that are out there. But it's not just the YouTube creators who are doing it. You guys at home are doing it as well. So thank you for that. You're letting me know in the comments what you are doing and like the number you picked or however you're choosing to do it. For instance, Amari, she decided that how she wanted to do it was 15 minutes a day of decluttering her digital photos, because she said it's just too much to do all at once, so she's breaking it down into little bits. I think that's a pretty clever thing to do, and so I'm going to start doing that. I don't have digital photos. Well, I do in my phone, I guess, but I mean, I'm going to start doing that with digital things because I don't like doing the digital decluttering emails and stuff. So I think it's pretty good. 15 minutes a day, and you eventually get it kind of manageable, right? And then there was also some people, Diana from Diana Simplifies, she is doing this along with small changes. And I know a couple of you guys, others of you, Jenny, you're doing it. I know you are. So some others of you are doing it. Well, small changes is for the month of January. She's doing a particular area in the house or something. So they're using that as the place that they go to declutter. So I think that's pretty clever. Some people are not even picking a number. They're just saying, I'm just going to declutter more than I normally do. So I think that's also great. And one of the people who let me know is Cinderella Fan. She has decluttered in just week 3. She decluttered almost 4,000 items. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you guys, though, so much for letting me know that it's helping you. That is what's so, that's the reason that I'm sharing it with you guys, because I want it to be helpful, and thank you for letting me know that it is helping you. And that is spurring me on to continue and do even more. So thank you for motivating me. But I do want to say too, for those of you who will be watching, on my Sunday video with the book declutter, I said that might be the last one for a little while. I'm going to keep on going. There will be a Sunday book declutter, God willing, there will be. So I'm going to be doing that, so be sure you watch for that. And what else? I don't know. Maybe there's nothing else. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and get into the declutter. If I think of something else, I don't know, I'll do it and add it in. Anyway, grab your stuff and come on, and let's do this together. Hopefully you can hear me because the dryer's going and the furnace is going right now. But I wanted to show you this area. This is one section in our basement. And a lot of this stuff over here is my husband's. It used to be all over in the floor here. And those shelves had other things in them. It was like Christmas things and I don't know, all kinds of stuff were up in the shelves in the bins. And I've cleared all of that out. Don't need to use those for that purpose anymore. And so I had asked my husband if he would get his stuff off of the floor and use those shelves. And that's what he's been doing. That's his method of organizing. It's not what I would do, but it's not my stuff. And I'm okay with that. It's getting it off the floor. Some of this stuff over here, I'm going to be getting rid of this because we don't need all of these old kitty litter pans. The boxes, I don't know if you can tell, but he reuses those to store some of his stuff in. So I'm just going to leave that to him. I'm hoping I can put these rugs to use in the other section of the basement. This is his stuff on this shelf here. This shelf used to be over in another part of this part of the basement, but he's using it for something, so I'm not going to worry about that. But there are some bins over here and a box or two that I'm not sure if they're mine or his, so I'm going to ask him if he will pull those down for me so that I can go through them and see if there's anything in them that's mine that I can let go of. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and start gathering these things up and get them out of here because I already know we can let those go. I'm also going to go through these 5 bags. There were actually 6 bags hanging there. This one was full of gift bags and a couple of shopping bag type things. You know what? We don't need to keep them. We have so many Christmas bags and things, and some of these are pretty good size. So I'm going to use these to put things in that I am going to gift away on the Buy Nothing site. All of these things that I have been gathering over the month of January, I got to put them in something when I gift them away, and so why not use these up, especially if it's a larger item. These will come in handy for that, but if I don't use them all up, they're still all going. So including the bag that all those bags were in, plus this hanger, that was 12 items. Now I'm going to go through these bags and see if I've got some more. That was really quick. It took me longer to tell you about it than it took me to decide. Well, this bag had a couple of these dress bags in it. I don't really think we need to put anything in those, so I think we'll just let those go. And we have these shower organizers. I'm not sure if we can use one of these or not. Pretty sure I don't need 3 of them. So I'm going to see if we can use one of these anywhere, but the rest of them, I'm fairly certain they can go, and that one might go as well. This 3rd bag only had 1 thing in it. I'm pretty sure it's my husband's, so I'll give that to him to put someplace safe instead of just hanging there. And but we don't need the bag or the hanger, so those can go for sure. And this, it'll be up to him whether he wants to keep it or not. I think he will though. The other 3 bags had stuff in it that is my husband's. And some of it, I know I can go ahead and put it out in the garage. And also, I'm going to go ahead and toss these 2 old extension cords. And that comes up to 28 items, just clearing out those 6 bags. It might not look a whole lot different to you guys on camera, but here in person, it feels bigger and more cleared out because it is. It's not really bigger. It just feels bigger. But having that freezer gone and now having that stuff off of that bar has not been empty since we've moved in here. Now that bar is empty and I'm very excited about that. And now I can maybe get back in there and see if there's some more stuff that I can maybe clear out, let go of, put it somewhere else. It's going to look so nice in here when I get finished. A girl can dream, right? I got so busy gathering all this stuff up, I almost forgot about those nasty litter pans. So I gathered those together and a couple of other things, stuck them in this bag, and now I have 8 more things that are leaving, so that brings us to 36. I didn't want to bring that bag with the kitty litter trays in here. I just went ahead and tossed those, but I had 36 items, and to make my other 14, I found some ketchup packets and some other things that we do not need and we're not going to use, and I'm going to go ahead and toss those, and that makes my 50 for today. For Sunday, I decluttered 36 books in my book declutter video, and then I found 14 items in my old college stuff that I'm ready to let go of, so that makes my 50 items. My husband pulled a couple of bins and a box out of the shelf over in the other part of the basement for me so I can go through them. So now it is time to peek in here and see what's inside. Oh, this one has pillows, or at least one pillow. Let's see, let me pull all this out. Oh, it may just be pillows. Well, if that's the case, I already know that can go. Yeah, these can go. So don't need to keep that. What are you doing, Bobby? Yeah, did you find a bed? You did? You wanting to keep it? No, we're not going to keep it. But you can lay here for a little bit. Bye. Now let me see what's in here. This one, well, it said close on the outside of the bin, and it looks like it is closed. So let me pull all this out. I'll lay it up on the table, and then we'll see if there's any of it that I need to keep. I really doubt it, but you never know. So hang on just a second. This is a little suit that I wore to my niece's wedding many years ago, but I don't need to keep it, so that can go. So that's one thing. And this is a cute little jacket, but I'm sure it doesn't fit anymore. Probably not very in style, so that can go. I don't know if you can even see. Hang on, let me see if I can fix this. There you go. So that would be 2. And this cute sweater, 3, 4 shoulder pads. So we'll just call that 5. And let's see, this is a skirt. That'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I wonder if I could wear that one. Oh, a Pepsi shirt. Maybe we'll keep that one. A couple of them. Oh, and my husband would want to keep that. Okay, so where are we at? 17? So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I used to wear that one a lot too. I used to wear all of these. 31, 32. These were my clothes back in, I want to say, 90s. I worked at Express, and I bought this when I worked there. Well, I don't know where I was at now. I'll have to count them again, but let's say that was 30. I think it was more than that, but 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. This would be my husband's. Yeah, so we'll keep that. 42. 43. I don't know what that one says. Got that at Nashville. I don't remember where it was again. Let's just say 41. I know it was more than that. 42. 43. 44. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Oh, I loved this shirt. Isn't that pretty? Probably can't wear it now, but it's cute. So that's at least 50. Okay, so even though I lost count a couple times, that's at least 50. I got this one and never did wear it. Didn't like it after I got it. Oh, I used to wear this one. This was very warm. Yeah, so that's at least 50 things. And then just keeping a little bit. So there's my 50 for today. Plus I have the 4 pillows. And I have this thing. I'll pull this out and show it to you too. Hang on. This is a cookie jar. And this is actually what it looks like. I'm not going to pull it out of the box. But this is actually what it looks like. And I did sit it up in my kitchen a couple times. But, yeah, I just really don't do it. I never remember to get it out. So, I'm just going to go ahead and pass it on so somebody else can enjoy it. And don't need the bag either. So, we are keeping 5 of the t-shirts. But all of the rest of this can go. And that is more than 50. In my Tiny Tidy on Tuesday, I decluttered more than 50 items from my linen closet. For Wednesday, I found this sign that I am no longer going to be putting out as decoration. a pair of shoes that I don't wear. I looked in the linen closet again. I just went through it, but I found a few more things in there that I can let go of, including 4 wash rags. And I decided I don't need to keep all of those fingernail files and emery boards. And actually, Diana from Diana Simplified, she sent me a message, a comment, and she said, "Who knew you were hoarding all of those fingernail files and emery boards?" And I was like, yeah, I know. I think I just bought them and then didn't remember where I had them when I needed one, and I hardly ever use them. So what I decided to do was keep the ones that were loose, and all the ones that are still in the package, I'm going to pass those along to someone else. And I have other fingernail files. I'll grab that one back up off the floor here in a second. But I also found these peppermint things. These are really good for people to use when they have migraines, but they don't work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and let those go. And then this is some peppermint stuff. This one is actually expired, and I haven't used it for a long time, so I'm going to let that go. And then I've had a hard time finding my shampoo that I use, and I got this one because I didn't have anything else, and it's for dry hair. It was not good for my hair because I do not have dry hair. So I'm going to let those go. And then I tried using my husband's VO5, and he got me some conditioner to use with it, but again, did not work well for my hair. So he uses the VO5, but he will not use this. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass it along to somebody else who can use it. And then we always have bags. And so I've got 30 bags here that I'm going to be letting go of. I'm not sure, did I already say this? I looked in the wash rag drawer and found 4 wash rags that we can let go of. We've never used these. I just wash them every once in a while because they've been in there so long. But I think they came with a set of towels. I've already decluttered those long ago, and we don't choose to use these, so they can go. This one is just very thick, so we never pull this one out. And this one, I just don't like it. Anytime I pull this one out, I always wish I'd pulled a different one out. I don't know, it's the shape of it, or not the size of it, and the texture, and just something about it I just don't like. You know what the solution is? Just let it go, and then you don't ever have to pull it out again, and you don't have to be frustrated. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I have these flowers that I'm going to let go of, and then I have one of those pillowcase cover things. I have plenty of those. I don't need that one, so that one can go. And then a couple of things to go in the recycle bin, and that makes 50 items that I am decluttering for Wednesday. I've been hanging on to this particular box because it's handy when I'm doing my decluttering, sorting things and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep this one a little bit longer. But underneath of that box are some other empty boxes that I've been hanging on to for the purpose of maybe using when I get to organizing some things. But I've decided that, you know what, I'm probably not going to use them. So I'm just going to go ahead and let them go now and be done with it. I've had this stuffed dog since I was probably around 10. It's pretty dirty. My mom and dad had it, gave it to me. It was already dirty when they gave it to me, and I've pretty much just kept it in a bag ever since. It's time for me to go ahead and let it go. I don't need to keep it. Hi, Bubby. What are you doing? I'm down here in the basement, and I'm going through this particular box. It had several things in it, but a lot of what's in here is just paper. And so I've been going through that. Some of the stuff had things on it, but a lot of it's just blank paper. One of the things that I found is I have had a few of these, and there's just some of them, a couple of them had no paper in it, a couple of them had one piece, and a lot of them are like this. So what I'm doing with those is I'm just tearing out those few sheets of paper, and I'm letting go of this outside part. And you can see I've got a little pile of them here, but I also have some that they still just have a few pieces in them, but it's more than just, 3 or 4. I don't have my 50 yet, unless I can find something more down in here. I think I got to here. So I'm going to look a little further and see if I can find the rest of what I need for today. I didn't find anything else in that box that I'm ready to let go of today, but I did find some more paper. I'm going to put this up in my office and use this stuff up. There's no sense in it just sitting down here stored away in a box. but it's a lot of paper, and I'm always looking for paper to scribble on for my poems and stuff. And maybe I won't use napkins because I'm always using a napkin because that's what's handy. Well, now I can have some paper handy. I have a bin in the cabinet in the kitchen that has one of those rolly things that you get the lint off of your clothes and stuff. Well, this was in there too, and I keep just passing by it, but today I decided to pull out the contents of this thing and see what it actually was. Well, it says it's a Pro Buff cloth and cleaner set, so I put that stuff in my office. I'm going to use it, but I don't need to keep the container, so that can go. I'm still looking for 4 more items for today's 50 plus declutter. So I peeked in this box and I had a couple of personal kind of sentimental things. I stuck those into my sentimental bin already, but I have this switch. I'm not sure what this is for, so I'm going to let hubby look at this and make a decision on that. And then this is just some tracing paper. I'm going to put this with my art stuff, so I'm going to hang on to that. But on down in this box, there were some bits of like construction paper that's been used. I don't need to keep that. So I'm going to go ahead and let those go. And see, there's a few pieces of that. And then this has a bunch of paper in it. Well, you know what? I have a lot of paper already. So at this point, I don't need to keep any more paper for scrap paper. So I've decided to go ahead and let all of this go. I don't know if anybody will want to use it, but maybe for their kids or something, somebody could use that. And then I found all this. More construction paper. And look at all this. This is all paper that can just, a kid might want to draw on that or something. And then, like I'm trying to keep the box from falling off the table here. You can see a bunch of construction paper here. So I'm just going to go ahead and let all of that go in the box as well. And these are my 50 plus items for Thursday. I started Friday's video actually last Saturday. What I did was I put this bin on the counter, and all through the week I have been dropping papers in here. Scrap paper, receipts, mail that we don't need to keep, all that sort of stuff. Been dropping it in this bin, and look, I have over 50 items that I am ready to let go of. So that is my easy 50 plus for today. But I'm going to keep doing that because I want it to get me into the habit of letting that stuff go now, not just leaving it around. So if I have a piece of scrap paper, rather than just leaving it lay, when I'm done with it, I'm going to take it directly to this bin. And, mail and stuff like that. Now, yes, I could go ahead and put that stuff with the shredder or put it in the recycle bin. But if I'm not doing that, then I need to find another way of dealing with it. So that's going to be what I'm going to try now. I'm going to try that as a solution to make sure that I'm letting that stuff go right away, not leaving it around the room as clutter, even for a little while. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to put it in my bin. But that is my Friday declutter. I'm not letting go of my bin. I do have to go through all that and sort out what goes into the recycle and what goes into the shred bin. But I'm not going to let go of this because I'm going to keep using that. This was week 4 of my 50 items per day declutter. And I could say, 4 weeks, that's a month. I could count that. But you know what? I started on December 31st, and I'm going all the way to January 31st. That's 32 days. It'll be over 1,600 items by the time I am done. And I'm keeping it all. I have been keeping it all so I could get the final shot and show you guys all of it together. I have not seen it all together myself. I'm really curious, but I'm not done yet. I still have 4 days to go. Just happens to land on Tuesday, which, as you may know, is Tiny Tidy Tuesday. So pop in for that, and you can see all of the stuff that I have been decluttering all together, plus those 4 days, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm really curious, and I hope you guys are as well. So see you on Tuesday. It's easy to give all these clothes away. I haven't worn any for many a day, or many a month, or many a year. I didn't remember they even were here. I emptied the bin, and now look at this pile. I reckon I've had them all stored for a while. But you know what they say about clothes clutter stashing. If kept long enough, they'll come back in fashion. Let me know in the comments if you guys did a declutter along with me. Are you doing the challenge? Are you, finding more to let go of than you thought you would? Let me know what's going on. And meanwhile, I'm going to say happy decluttering.
What you doing, Pumpkin? Yeah? Are you going to declutter some stuff? Yeah.